Did you know that in a study by the American Psychological Association, over 40% of men admitted to feeling ashamed when they cried in front of others? It's fascinating and concerning that something as human as shedding tears has become such a loaded issue for men. Why is it that men often suppress their tears? Is it biology, societal pressure, or something else entirely? Let us unpack this complex topic and explore why real men do not cry has become such a powerful, and often harmful, narrative. To understand this, we need to look back at history. For centuries, men were celebrated for their strength, stoicism, and ability to endure hardship without showing emotion. In ancient Sparta, boys were taught that pain and tears were signs of weakness. They were trained to be warriors, capable of withstanding physical and emotional suffering without flinching. This mindset carried into the Industrial Revolution and beyond, where men were often breadwinners working grueling jobs. Emotional vulnerability was not just discouraged, it was seen as impractical and unmanly. But this expectation was not just historical, it has seeped into modern media, pop culture, and even parenting styles. How often have we heard phrases like "man up" or "boys do not cry now"? Let us talk biology. Is there a scientific reason why men cry less than women? Yes, but it's not the whole story. Studies suggest that men's tear ducts are physically smaller than women's, and their bodies produce less prolactin, a hormone linked to emotional tears. But here's the twist: while biology may make it less likely for men to cry, it does not make them immune to emotions. The same neural pathways that trigger sadness in women are present in men. So why the stark difference in behavior? The answer lies in how emotions are expressed, not felt. Society plays a huge role. From a young age, boys are often taught to associate crying with weakness. Imagine a young boy falls and scrapes his knee. How many times have we heard someone say, "Do not cry, be a big boy"? This conditioning continues as boys grow into men. Movies, sports, and even professional settings reinforce the idea that a real man remains composed under pressure. And while this stoicism can sometimes be useful, it often comes at a cost: mental health. Suppressing emotions does not make them disappear, it buries them deeper. Research shows that men who avoid expressing emotions are more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems like high blood pressure. In the US, suicide rates among men are alarmingly high, nearly 4 times that of women. Experts believe this is partly because men are less likely to seek help or share their struggles. It's not that men do not feel deeply, they just are not given the space to show it. But here's the good news: the narrative is starting to change. Public figures, athletes, and actors are beginning to share their vulnerabilities. Remember when NBA player Kevin Love opened up about his struggles with anxiety, or when actor Will Smith admitted to crying while navigating personal challenges? These moments are powerful. They show that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's courage. Crying does not make you less of a man, it makes you human. So, why do not men cry? Maybe the better question is, why should not they? A man's strength is not measured by how much he can bottle up, but by his ability to embrace every part of himself, tears and all. Let us rewrite the narrative. Emotions are universal.